I was noticing while I was eating that, oh, animals are using the nest boxes. Couple of chickens and a couple of larger chickens. What is zoysia? I guess it's a grass of some sort? Huh. Well, we have 18 Spinosaurus aegypticus eggs. And we have 17 Carnotaurus eggs. I think it's that grass that grows really short and you don't mow. Oh, I do like grass that you don't have to mow. Also, I built this. We need a stockpile here. This is for... I'm just going to say Kawadi. And then we'll go in here. We'll say standing orders, some refuse. Let's go. All right. If I want to avoid an explosion of dinosaurs, I'm going to need to process some of these eggs into meals. And I'm not saying I do want to avoid an explosion of dinosaurs, but I would like to have a more variety than purely just a lot of dinosaurs, you know? I just want a lot of different kinds of dinosaurs. And you could say, David, maybe you should have embarked with both male and female varieties. And you would not be wrong. Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. In case you didn't know already, I'm an author, and I have several books out. Out of the Dark is my debut novel. It is a portal horror story about two siblings, one who is taken, and one who spends their life searching. It deals with themes of depression and sibling loss. I hope you pick it up and enjoy. Anthropods and Breakfast and Other Journeys We Take are my two short story collections. Wraith and Spectre and Escape and Transform are two short story ebooks available now as well. Scan the QR codes, check them out. Also, since we're here, maybe hit that like button and subscribe. It lets me know that you like the video and encourages me to continue on what I'm doing. Thanks so much. Let's get back to the video. Are they sellable? Are they sendable? I could do what we did in 3 Drinks and, you know, cage up 20 of them into a cage and send them off. Could do that. Anybody gonna grab this Kawadi? Time drinks is less than 60. May 25. Train them? I could train them. Problem is I don't have a lot of dwarves right now. If I also assign people to train to doing that, that's a lot more, you know? Make charcoal. Anytime refined coal is less than 30, make 10. collect clay. Kind of looking like, yeah, that thing's already rotten. Darn it. Alright, well, we need a trash pile eventually anyways, right? Not shells, not teeth, not bones, not skulls. Do I care about skulls? Not skulls. Has no one gathered fruit? No, we've definitely gathered fruit. Let's watch where Firefly goes. They're gathering more, but it's not showing up as more items here. Alright, apparently I don't need this stockpile because we already had the fruit down there. Alright, so now can we build? Alright, we can do that now. Excellent. Alright. Right, we were building a roof. Also, I feel like I probably need more barrels. Didn't feel anything after seeing a Kawadi's dead body. Well, what do you want from me? All right, already competent fisher dwarf. We have 100 fish. No menthol is way ahead of our food production needs. I think it's about time for me to say, okay, done with fishing for now. We can turn it back on later. No menthol, pick something else to do. Anything else to do. Not fishing. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in today. I know it's been a little while since I've streamed. I am in the process of changing my stream schedule. You know, where we'll be moving to a evening stream in the US. So I'll probably start streaming around 10 p.m. UTC and go until like 1 a.m. UTC. And yeah, hopefully that'll work out. Gotta make things work. And, you know, I languished around for quite a while trying to figure out how to make it all work. And now I seem to be doing better. Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come. Whatever those are. The supply caravan from the safe lenses is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningless death, or a fast death because of your nap spot was ruined. Yes, exactly. We have amulets for you, people. Should we sell some eggs too? Yeah, I think we will. And crunch all you want, we'll make more, right? Nah, we won't bring the eggs. I changed my mind. Got some good amount of cloth. Oh, I should process plants too. All right. It's mostly just... Oh, we are processing plants. Diplomacy! Cotton is here to discuss our situation. What do we want? What do you want? What do you want? And what is there to do? Wood cutting, mining, folding origami? All those things are true in some capacity. I don't know what the folding origami would be in this case, but that's okay. That's for you to figure out. We want... I don't know what we want. Titanoboa tooth goblets. Tiktaalik bone goblets? What the heck is a Tiktaalik? Hold on. Stop everything. DF Wiki, tell me what a Tiktaalik is. What do we want? I don't know. When do we want it? Now! Exactly. Tiktaallik. It's an extinct amphibious large fish from the Devonian era. Some dwarves like Tiktaalik for their affinity for land and fins. Alright. Yeah, we want Tiktaalik bone goblets. That's what we want. Get us that. A need for thread. Fancy. So here's a question. That's rice. That's pendant amaranth. That's fisher. Oh, that's nothing. I meant to do the sweet potatoes here. We were not planting sweet potatoes, people. Are we planting jute? Jute's up here. All right. And rope reed is there. So we could use more rope reed seeds. Luckily, I know what rope reed actually looks like, so that's easy enough for me to find. All right, good. We're gonna need a broker. Who wants to be a broker? Oh, Miss Hilder. Congratulations, you're the broker. I guess we can assign a bookkeeper too. B-Ray, congratulations, you're the manager. Do-do-do. Bum ba dum bum ba 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 ra ba ba ra ba ba ra ba ba ra ba. Can you make bone goblets? You can't. Cheaters. What if I did it in the work order screen? Nope. Nope, nope, also nope. All right, broker, get your butt over here. Miss Hilder, get over here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye now. Brass bar. Let's go. They have fire clay, but we have clay at home. Did you bring us any neat animals? No. I will take some barrels. Also take this bucket. Oh, I should probably think about weapons at some point. Maybe not today, but maybe a second pick. I know that's not actually a weapon, and that's kind of what's fun about it. Ooh, they have some fine copper low boots we can afford. And a copper helm, let's go. We do have access to sand. I might want to think about that. A record of the stationary sun? Oh, I can't afford it though. We'll have to pick that one up later. All right, that's good. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. All right, did I do something wrong with this whole collecting refuse? I don't think so. You guys wouldn't have to sleep outside if you would just, you know, finish these bedrooms. I mean, not everybody would have to sleep outside anyways. Some of you would. And I'm okay with that. No, you. Migrants have arrived. Heck yeah. We have Ost the weaponsmith. Eurus the herbalist. Well, we have a use for herbalists around here. That is all. That's inaccessible. I landed. That never happens. I like the look of the flowing brook. Thank you for the ocean sounds. I can't wait to go to the ocean. I miss it. Kinda got me worried that they haven't done those particular blocks. Tasks, there we go. Like they weren't listed as paused. All right. Dead. We have ratweed now? That's fine. Oh good, the yaks are reproducing. That's what everybody's excited about. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs! Yay, we have yaks. Put you on construction? You do what you do. I allow my dwarves, for the most part, to be free-thinking individuals. The exception is fishing, because if you just let somebody fish, they will fish this river until they die. Like, they will do nothing but fish. And there's more to life than fishing. Also, can you force construction? Oh, good point. I don't know that you can. You can do it through the custom details. I don't know what you would force. Like, I guess you could force like masonry. To force people to make stone walls, maybe? Occurs to me, I just created a custom detail. Can I get rid of this? Huh. You can't delete a custom detail. Oh, no, you can. Right there. Okay. All right, never mind. Don't panic. We got there. Do, 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 do. Again, they don't seem to be doing these blocks, and I don't know why. Must be inside. You gotta be inside. Got him. That is such a weird bug. Weird circumstance. I don't want to call it a bug in case it's not like some intended behavior I'm not understanding, but kind of feels like a bug. Kind of feels that way. Still processing a lot of plants. All right, meals. What do we have for? I should actually look at drink first. Hold on. Drinks. We do not cook with any of this stuff. Maybe the river spirits. I landed. That never happens. Pomelos are not brewable into drink? I'm sorry, what? Where did we get dwarven milk from? I have not had a pomelo. This is true. Where? Did I trade for it and not realize it? Hold on. I must have traded for it. Yes. All right. Thanks for crashing. Sorry. All right. Apparently we have dwarven milk. I guess I'll make some cheese. Didn't know I accidentally traded for some. I thought I was getting wine or something. I don't know. All right. Yeah, so let's make some That's interesting. I didn't realize easy meals were cookable solid item and then a cookable item. We'll just make some easy meals. Anytime on rotten prepared meals is less than 10, make 10. Easy, easy peasy. All right. There's a number of things I keep on thinking I should do. Rock thrones. Rock tables. Also rock altars. Let's make 2 of those. Did you tell me about the time you mixed a variety of leftovers together to create General Tso's tofu refried black bean potato bowl? No, you did not. We have ratweed biscuits. This is a stack of ratweed biscuits. The ingredients are minced ratweed and minced ratweed. You freed up a quarter of a shelf of the fridge. Our fridge is lacking a shelf, and I didn't necessarily notice that we were lacking a shelf until we started using it heavily, and then it's like, geez, why don't we have enough, like, place to put things? And it's because we're missing a shelf. It needs one more. Have we bought one more? No. No, that would be too simple. Also, I've been asking them to make pomelo wood blocks. There, we still have some at least. Where are you guys going? That was weird. Ah. There was a dingo there trying to eat the baby. Ooh, some free steel bolts for us. Oh, there's a lot of dingoes. Don't let the dingoes eat my babies. To the end, you gotta repair tools in the ender. Playing some Minecraft, are we? What am I gonna do about this awkward space? Like, this is just the kind of space that people would die in. Ooh, we could have a second miner. And we have just the peasant to do it. One of the kiddos of your friends and family server wants to dig 30 chunks to bedrocks? To bedrock? I feel like getting to bedrock was not difficult in the past, but I don't know if that's different now. How's the run going? It's going. I don't know if I'd call this a run, but you know, it's going. How you doing, community patrol? Oh, you have mods. Fair. That's true. Yep, we're just getting started today in this here fort. We are still in the first year of the fort. We embarked with a bunch of dinosaurs and not much else. We have an anvil, and I should probably put this inside so it doesn't get taken. Maybe I should just construct something with it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Metalsmith. Right there. Should I use my only metal bar? Yes, I should. One of them is a hammer mod that brews as much as a 5x5x5 area. Oof. You haven't seen any dinos yet on your run? You're trying to find them in the wild or wait till they show up? So I specifically set the world to have domesticated dinos. And then before we actually embarked, I went and looked at what each civilization of dwarves has for embarkable pet dinos. And we picked the one that had, in my opinion, the best variety of them. I was looking for chicken dinos. So basically anything that's two-legged. So we ended up with the Spinosaurus, the Carnotaurs, and the Afrovenators. In addition to chickens, that is. Because chickens are a given. Alright, looks like we're finally finishing up some of this stuff. That's excellent. We might even have more bedrooms coming. Also, I should make those into bedrooms, but, you know, whatever. We are doing a surface fort today, just because. Sometimes I do that sort of thing. It's part of my whimsy. Alright. 5 bedrooms, eh? Well, the upset carpenter, I guess. You. The menthol gets a bedroom. Chickens, yeah. Space pants, pretty much always chickens. There's very few runs where I don't have chickens. Because chickens. Any goals? I just wanted to experience the dinosaurs, really. Because like I haven't been able to stream for a while, so I'm like just getting back into it, and I want to make sure I get a chance to really play around with it. So yeah. It's also weird to me to call it a run. This is not a roguelike. This is much more in depth than that. You're a DF noob. You've only lasted a year on a run. You only got 40 hours. Ah. Since the Steam version came out, I'm at 1,085. But I also played it like 10 years before that. I've been playing for a little bit, but I have a good time just fooling around and just doing what I feel like doing. I love watching forts fail. I love seeing how they go and being okay with when they don't. All right. So if I'm going to have an above ground fort and I continue to have bedrooms along the side of the wall here, I need to decide if I'm only going to do it on this side, if I'm going to do more over here. I also need to kind of think about where the rest of the wall is going to go, because let's face it, this wall is not doing anything to protect us. Not that it needs to. Doesn't need to. But like, if I'm going to build this wall all the way up, like, it's going to need to go another 20 Z levels. And that's probably a little too high. Can I explain to you the structure of my fort? Well, these are wood walls, wood block walls, that is. This is wood block flooring. That's really it. I have a few bedrooms over here. I have a couple of workshops out in the entryway here, or out in the open out here. I've got my animals in the middle here. I've got farming up here with a variety of surface crops. We did not embark with any, well, frankly, we didn't embark with any food. We embarked with 13 units of dwarven beer, which is long gone. And the rest we've just gathered and planted and gone from there. I did dig out a tiny section over here. And then we hit an aquifer, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it and accidentally let it fill in. So if I want to do something with this, I gotta let that drain or figure out a new plan. I was going to make this an entrance, and I think I'm just not going to. As is common for me, I don't really have a plan going into a fort. I just start doing things. Oh. Well, we made meals, and then I didn't make a stockpile for them, so they rotted. I guess this is a good time to say, hey, David, let's make a tavern or a place to put our meals at the very least. I mean, at the very least, I should just have a stockpile. And this is for prepared meals and nothing else. My bad. I didn't mean to make everything rot. Oh, we processed that dead dingo, but then didn't, and then it ended up rotting. Big brain letting food rot so he has some room suck. I don't think that's quite how it works, but sure. All right, I definitely am going to need to chop down this tree and this tree. Let's go ahead and chop down those two. That one and that one. Like, what if we call this the back side of the fort? Did that work? All right, the dingoes are a problem, everybody. The dingoes are a problem. All right. We were talking about maybe training some of these animals. Let's get the Afro-Venatars as hunting animals. Oh, that's war training. There we go. Do they get a different sprite when they're trained? Uh-oh. Well, good news, everybody. Afro-Venator hatchlings have hatched. And, yeah, they don't have a baby sprite. So they are just full grown right off the bat. That's too bad. And this is why you don't put down a nest box until you're ready. That is so ridiculous. You have 2 dinos, now you have 20. Thanks. Oh, you were ready? Oh boy. Now the Carnotaur and the Spinosaurus are like, oh, well, when are my eggs gonna hatch? Oh. What? Captain Oronetz has been appointed to the position of Baroness of Gladeself. Well, I guess we're making fancy stuff now. Oh, you're not hunting, you're just scared. You're just scared, but also destroying that dingo. Wait, was that one of my trained? No, it specifically says hunting. Okay. No. Yeah, whatever. What happened to your frame rate? Oh, well, we allowed our dinosaurs to breed. And now we have 1 billion dinosaurs. This is fine. That is a lot of rotten stuff. Hate that. Oh, shoot. I need to go over more. Tell you, building an exterior wall while also having a mountain on the backdrop is actually more difficult than it might seem. At least if you're trying to make it some aesthetically pleasing thing that you don't even know what you're doing yet. But, you know, whatever. I think I want to build a wall, or build some flooring there. No access. But you can. It's fine. So something. Thanks for tuning in. One last mention about my books, if you don't mind. Out of the Dark is a portal horror. Anthropods is a collection of 19 weird literary fiction. Breakfast and Other Journeys We Take has 9 contemporary realism stories. Escape and Transform is low fantasy. Wraith and Spectre is a spacefaring sci-fi. Scan the QR codes and check them out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be good to yourself, be good to others. I hope to catch you in the next one.